Hi students, welcome to the video lecture 2 of module 3, topic line balancing. The topics covered in lecture 1 are introduction to line balancing problem, terminologies used in line balancing problem. So here in terminologies we saw what is minimum rational work element, work content time, workstation process time, precedence constraint and precedence diagram as well as balance delay. Also we saw what are the methods of line balancing, and we saw the algorithm of largest candidate rule, that is steps involved in largest candidate rule. An example on largest candidate rule has been discussed. Hope many students would have some doubts on how to solve the problems on largest candidate rule. So in today's lecture, so you'll be seeing another problem on largest candidate rule which has been taken from previous year question paper. So before going to that, again I will just tell you what is the aim of line balancing problem. So it is all about arranging individual processing and assembly tasks at the workstation so that the total time required at each workstation is approximately the same. So we need to try to keep the workstation time same for all workstations. So this is the problem which is asked for 10 marks. So in a plant, a product is to be assembled as per the following information. So we have three columns here given. So our first column represents the elements. We can call it as task or work to be done. And the second column is the time which is taken to do the work for each individual elements. And third column represents the immediate predecessor. We can call it as precedence also. So this dash indicates that element 1 as does not have any precedence. Element number 2 has to be done after completion of element number 1 only, and similarly 4 has precedence 2. So it indicates that if you want to do work 4, it is mandatory that work 2 has to be completed. So what they have asked, they have asked you to construct the precedence diagram, and if the cycle time is 10 minutes, what is the number of workstations required is asked, and we need to compute the balance delay by using the largest candidate rule. So now let us go to the solution. So step 1 is to draw the precedence diagram. So here I have represented the given data in a horizontal fashion. So it represents time, that is element, time and preceded by I have taken instead of immediate predecessor. So if you see, there is only one element which doesn't have any precedence constraint, that is nothing but element number 1. So which has been drawn first, and if you go for element number 2 and 3, we can see that it is preceded by element number 1. So I have drawn two arrows from element number 1, so to represent element number 2 and 3, that is in this fashion. Yes. So now I'll go to element number 4. So element number 4 is preceded by 2. That what you need to do, you need to draw a arrow from element number 2 to represent element number 4. And similarly you can see in this problem element number 5 is also preceded by 2. So you need to draw again two arrow from element number 2 to represent the element number 4 and 5. So in this fashion. So two arrows are drawn from element number 2 to represent element number 4 and 5 since it is preceded by 2. So next is element number 6 which is preceded by 3, and 7 which is preceded by 4 and 5. Now from 4 and 5 both we need to draw the arrow to represent element number 6, and from 3 one straight line to represent element number 6. So in this fashion, from 4 and 5 I have drawn an arrow to represent element number 6, and from 3 I have drawn an arrow to represent element number 6. Now from 3 and 5 we need to extend the line to represent element number 8. Yes. from 3 and 5, I have extended the line to represent element number 8. Now to represent element number 9, I need to draw a line from 7 and 8. So I have drawn a line from 7 and 8 to represent element number 9. So finally, to represent element number 10, we need to draw a line from 6 and 9 to represent element number 10. So this is the final precedence diagram. I'll just explain you once again. So element number 1 doesn't have any precedence constraint. It is drawn here. Element number 2 and 3 is preceded by 1. So from 1 I have drawn 2 arrows to represent element number 2 and 3. So 4 and 5 is preceded by 2. So from 2 I have drawn 2 arrows to represent element number 4 and 5. So for sixth element it is preceded by 3. So from 3 I have drawn a line to represent element number 6. So for 7 it is from 4 and 5. 4, 5 I have drawn 2 arrows to represent element number 7. Next element number 8, it is from 3 and 5. So from 5 and from 3 I am representing element number 8. So from 7 and 8 it is 9. From 7 and 8 it is element number 9, and from 6 and 9 it is 10. So from 9 I am drawing an arrow. From 6 I am drawing an arrow to represent element number 10. So now let us go to the next step. Next step is a very easiest step, that is you need to arrange the elements in descending order of element times. So this is the given table. So in the given table, if you come to the time column, you can see that element number 3 has the maximum elemental time. So that's why it is arranged first here, that is 3, 8 and preceded by 1. Now next element is with maximum time is 6 and again it is 10, there is a tie. So you need to take which comes earlier. So 6 comes earlier. So 6, 6, 3, 10, 6, 9. Okay. So which is the next maximum element time? It is element number 1 and element number 8. So which is been represented here, and their precedence is also written here. So next is 4, that is element number 7, and next is 3, for it is 2, and for 9, so it is written here, and similarly for 4 which has 2 minutes and 5 it has 1 minute, I have written here. So after these steps we can move further to the next step, wherein we will assign the elements to the workstations. So how we will assign the elements to the workstations, we will see in that step. So now what happens while assigning the elements to the workstation? Initially, to start with, you need to select the element which doesn't have any precedence constraint. So what he is telling, we need to assign the elements to workstation satisfying the precedence requirement and station time. So in this problem, the station time is what? Cycle time is given as it as 10 minutes. So from elemental time, if it is more than 10 minutes, you can't assign that element. We can't assign that element. So precedence requirement, as I already told, we need to select the element which doesn't have any precedence constraint. So first what you need to do, you need to come to the column in the immediate predecessor or preceded by column, and you need to check the element which doesn't have any precedence constraint. So we found that element number 1 doesn't have any precedent constraint. So once it gets satisfied, you need to check the time here. So since time is 5 minutes, which is less than 10 minutes, so we are free to assign this. So element number 1 is assigned here, 1, 5, and it preceded by none. So 10 minus 5, you have another 5 minutes which we can assign in the station number 1. So once you have assigned element number 1, so in the precedence column you need to check that one number. So which all elements have one number here? Element number 3 and element number 2. So what is the time for element number 3 here? Time is 8 minutes. So 5 plus 8 will be 13 minutes. So since station time is 10 minutes, we can't assign that element. So what is the next element here? It is 2. What is the time here? It is 3 minutes. So 5 plus 3 will be 8, which is less than 10 minutes. So we can assign element number 2 here. We can assign element number 2 here. So it is been assigned. So now in the precedence column you can check now 1 and 2, since these two are assigned. So one is, this is already not considered because of time. So again I'll go for 2 here. So element number 4 as 2 minutes and it is preceded by 2. So 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 2 will give you 10 minutes, which is equal to cycle time. So we have provision to assign that. So it will be 4 cycle time is, element time is 2 and preceded by 2, it can be assigned. So total time will be 10 minutes, which is equal to cycle time given in the problem. So since it is equal to cycle time, further no elements can be assigned to station number 1. So now what we need to do, we need to repeat step 3, that is we need to repeat step 2, that is assigning the elements and assign all the elements. Here also it has to satisfy the precedence constraint and element times. So after assigning the elements, you need to scratch those elements so that you won't get confused. So I have done it in the red line. For further assigning the elements, it won't be considered. So now what I will do, now I have the option 1, 2 and 4. So I'll check 1. Okay, so I'll found this 1 which is not assigned. So here element time is what? 8. So what is the cycle time? It is 10 minutes. So it can be assigned. So 3, 8, 1. So next I'll go for 1, 2 and 4. So 1, 2 and 4. So fifth element I can assign here. Okay, last element. So 5 is assigned 1, which is the cycle element time. So 8 plus 1 is 9, which is less than the cycle time given in the problem. So it can be assigned 9 minutes. So in the column of the element time, again you don't have any 1 minute time. So we can't assign any other elements to station number 2. So station number 2 will have only 2 elements of 9 minutes. So I'll go to the assigning next elements. Now I can consider in the precedence column 1, 2, 4, 3 and 5. So now if you go here, as we have already arranged it in the descending order, we can assign this element only, because which will have the maximum time. So here 6 element time is 6 and preceded by 3. 3 is already assigned in the station number 2. So I am free to take element number 6 for assignment. So I have assigned here 6, 3. So what is the time remaining here? 10 minus 6 is 4 minutes. Again we can check. So here 3 comma 5. So here I have already assigned 3 and 5. So I have a provision of assigning this element. One condition is satisfied, that is precedent condition. I need to check element cycle time condition also. Here it is 5 minutes. 6 plus 5 will be 11. So it is not possible for me to assign this as it exceeds cycle time, that is 10 minutes. So next is element number 7. Here it is 4 and 5. 4 and 5 is already assigned. So I am free to assign element number 7. So I have assigned here, and station element time is 4. So 6 plus 4 will be equal to 10 minutes, which is equal to cycle time. So there is no problem. Precedence constraint is also satisfied and cycle time is also satisfied. So I am assigning this element. So I'll go for assigning next station. So now element number 10 I have. So here cycle station element time is 6 and preceded by 6 and 9. So here up to station number 3 I don't have element number 9. So it can't be assigned. Precedence constraint is not satisfied. If 9 appears in these numbers, so I can consider this. So next I will go for element number 8. I have assigned this because element time is 5, which is less than 10 minutes. I have assigned this, and 3 and 5 is already done here, so I don't have any problem. So next is element number 9. So element time is 3. 5 plus 3 is 8 minutes. So I can assign it preceded by 7 and 8. 7 and 8 is appearing here. So I don't have any problem in assigning this. So I have assigned this. So remaining is only 10. So which will be assigned as the element in the next station, because 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 6 is 14, which exceeds the cycle time. I can't assign this element in this station. So it is been assigned. It has been assigned. So total I have 5 station in this problem. Total I have 5 station in this problem. Now let me calculate the line efficiency. Line efficiency. The formula is TWC divided by NTSI, that is station time. I can call it as cycle time also. So this TWC is nothing but sum of all the times, sum of all the element times, 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 8 plus 1 plus 6 plus 4 plus 5 plus 3 plus 6. So it will become 43, and n is nothing but number of stations. We have found it as 5. TSI is nothing but cycle time, which is given in the problem. So you will get 86% as the line efficiency, and balance delay is asked here to calculate. So therefore balance delay is nothing but 1 minus line efficiency, that is 1 minus 0.86, which is equal to 14%. So after this we need to draw these blocks in and out. So in station number 1, what are the elements assigned? Station number 2, what are the elements assigned? Station number 3, what are the element assigned? Station number 4, what are the element assigned? Station number 5, what are the element assigned? You need to write here. Okay. So hope you have understood this problem. So I will be sharing the previous year question paper also in the group today. So kindly go through the question paper problems and solve the other problems on largest candidate rule. If you have any doubts in the problem, kindly feel free to call me and clarify the doubts, or else you can put the doubts in the WhatsApp group also, so that I can clarify the doubts. I'll try to clarify the doubts in the next video, and in the next video I'll be coming with Kilbridge and Wester method and a numerical on Kilbridge and Wester method. Thank you.